The Indian Air Force will retire all 4 existing MiG-21 squadrons by 2025, that will be raised with the induction of Tejas Mk-1A fighter jets from 2024 onwards. The Indian Air Force will also retire 3 squadrons of the Mig-29 UPG from 2027 onwards, and these 3 squadrons will be raised with the induction of Tejas Mk2 fighter jets from 2028 onwards. The Indian Air Force will retire the older Jaguar By and By ground strike aircraft between 2027 to 2030, and only upgraded Jaguar By aircraft will remain operational by 2034. The Indian Air Force is still tight-lipped about its plans for 54 Mirage 2000 fighters, and it is likely that after 106 Tejas Mk2 order, 54 more Tejas Mk2 will be ordered to replace the Mirage 2000. It was reported earlier that the first 20 Tejas Mk-1A aircraft will come equipped with Israeli LM-2052 radar, and the Uttam Mk-1 radar will be integrated from the 21st Tejas Mk-1A aircraft onwards. As per latest reports, only the first squadron of 18 Tejas Mk-1A will get the Israeli radar, and the remaining 65 Tejas Mk-1A aircraft will get the Uttam Mk-1A radar. Hindustan Aeronautics has also offered 18 Tejas aircraft integrated with Uttam Mk-1 radar to Malaysia, since Malaysia has no official diplomatic relationship with Israel. With the recent successful test of the Swift autonomous flying wing technology demonstrator, India's plans to develop a bigger Indian unmanned strike air vehicle is taking shape, and its airframe undercarriage and entire flight control and avionics systems will be mature by 2025, including its Cavalry dry engine. The 13-ton Indian unmanned strike air vehicle will not only adopt flying wing stealth design, but will have many of the next-generation capabilities in electronic warfare to survive in highly contested air environments. It will have a very long endurance and range, and will carry heavier-to-surface payload, and can be armed with air-to-air missiles for its protection. The Indian unmanned strike air vehicle will also team up with the AMCA for destroying highly defended targets. The Indian Navy is closely monitoring the program that could lead to the development of a deck-based variant. Turkey has trained UAV operators from Azerbaijan Air Force on its Akinci high-altitude long-endurance UAV in Turkey, and several Pakistani officials are also visible in the released images. Reports suggest that Ukraine, Pakistan and Azerbaijan are among the first countries that are slated to receive the Akinci combat drone, that can fly at an altitude of 40,000 feet, and has a takeoff weight of 5,500 kilograms, and carries a maximum payload of 1,350 kilograms, that includes laser-guided smart munitions, air-to-air missiles, and long-range standoff weapons. After India voiced its concern over a Chinese military ship's visit to a port in Sri Lanka, China has said that it hopes that relevant parties would refrain from interfering with its legitimate maritime activities. India worries that the Chinese-built and leased port of Hambantota will be used by China as a military base in India's backyard. Chinese research and survey vessel is due to arrive on 11th August, at a time when Sri Lanka is facing its worst economic crisis in 7 decades. The 4th edition of India-Oman joint military exercise between contingents of Indian Army and the Royal Army of Oman is scheduled to take place at the foreign training node of the Mahajan field firing ranges in Rajasthan, that will be conducted from 1st August to the 13th of August. Oman is the only country in the Gulf region with which all 3 services of the Indian Armed Forces conduct regular bilateral exercises and staff talks.